got a Yosenju deck profile here for you, so we'll just get right on into it. Start off with the monsters for the deck. I like to run 3 each of the Yosenjus, comma 1, 2, and 3. Comma 1's good because if you have another Yosenju card on the field or another Yosenju monster up on the field, then you can bounce a face-up card on your opponent's side of the field back to their hand. Comma 2 can attack directly for half its points, and comma 3 gets to search whenever another Yosenju does damage. So, say you have comma 2 and 3 out for like a good early game strategy. If your opponent has a big defense wall up, then you just hop over it and deal direct damage, and then get your search to pull out more of your critters. Because, I mean, they really are critters. They're like raccoons and squirrels. But next we got 3 Yosenju Sujik, 3 Yosenju Senchu L, 2 Yosenju Magat, and 1 Mizak. I've heard some people don't like to run these, and I don't know why. I like to run these at 2 and 1 just because Magat pulls out Mizak, so if you draw into Magat, then you special, or you normal summon him with, by doing the commas 1, 2, and 3, then you get to special Mizak, and I mean that's like 4,300 plus Mizak's effect. If he does battle with a non-win type monster, it's destroyed before damage calculation, so I like him. I think they're pretty good cards. Sujik's got 2 effects, 1 in hand and 1 on the field. When he's on the field, he can give a Yosenju monster an extra 1,000 attack, and whenever he's in your hand during damage step, you can discard him to give a Yosenju an 1,000 attack, or an extra 1,000 attack. And you can do both of those in the same turn, so it's pretty useful. You got 3 Yosenju Senchu L. When you normal summon him, he gets put in defense mode automatically. And then if he's in the pendulum zone, say if you have 4 of your Yosenjus on the field and that you go for an attack and it flips up a Mirror Force, you can destroy L instead and save all of them. Or if like you summon a monster and somebody tries to bottomless your monster, you just destroy L instead. So that's it for the monsters of the main deck. Next up we get the spells. 3 Pot of Duality, just for draw power. 3 Fire Formation 10 Key, for all you Fire Fist fans. 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Creature Swap. I like to run MST at 2 instead of 3, just because they kind of... I was running into 3 for Cliff Forts and things like that, so they kind of helped me out a little bit with the ban list, because I really don't like playing Cliff Forts. And Creature Swap's pretty good. Whenever you normal summon commas 1, 2, 3 or Sujik, they have to bounce back to hand at the end of turn. So your Creature Swap is good because you can play them and then Creature Swap for an opponent's creature, and then you get your card back at the end of the turn. And for my one-ofs, you got a Dimensional Fissure, Regeki, Dark Hole, Book of Moon, and Yosen Training Grounds. People don't like to use that. I had some guy regional tell me that he didn't agree with that card, but it's whatever. When you play Training Ground, every time a Yosenju monster is summoned, and that's for your side and your opponent's side of the field if you're playing a mirror match, he gets a counter. One counter you pull from it to give all your Yosenjus an extra 300 attack. If you get a full field, that's an extra 1,500 damage, so I think that's pretty useful. And pull 3 counters lets you do a search like with comma 3. You search at any Yosenju card. A lot of the cards like that I'm playing, like the destruction cards like Dark Hole, and you got a Torrential Tribute in here too. They're good because your field is going to be pretty much empty at the end of your turn, so it's kind of a one-sided thing. 3 Yosenju Secret Move. Secret Move is basically a Solemn J without a cost. As long as you control 1 Yosenju and all of your monsters are Yosenjus, then if an opponent's a card activates on your side of their side of the field, you can negate it, the card, and destroy it. And a lot of people run into the problem of not having a monster on the field because all the cards bounce back to your hand. If you throw an L in the Pendulum Zone, that counts for this card, so you get to use it then too. One-ofs, you got a Bottomless, Torrential Tribute, Mirror Force, and Vanities. And that's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck. Got Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. He's pretty good, and for those of you who don't know, you take 2 off of him and target an opponent's creature on their side of the field. It loses half its attack, and he gains the other half of the attack, puts him 2,500 over their monster. 1 Black Ship of Corn, 1 Utopia, 1 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, 1 Harpy's Phantasmal Dragon. Phantasmal Dragon takes 3, but while it has material, it can't be targeted for a card effect or an attack, and it can attack directly. So a pretty hefty swinger for a direct damage anyway. And then at the end of the turn, you just take off 1 of his materials. 2 Gakuka Cowboy, because Cowboy is the most aggravating finishing move in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. 2 Abyss Dweller to help you out against, say, like Necroz or Burning Abyss, where all their effects pop in the grave. 1 Trihead Dust Dragon, which I like this card. I think he's good for pretty much any deck. Takes 2 level 4s, and once per turn you can detach and target a zone on your opponent's side of the field, and that zone cannot be used. So a monster zone or a spell and trap zone. And he has 100 attack, but he gains the attack of the highest card on your opponent's side of the field. So say your opponent has like a, I don't know, Galaxy Eyes, then he's out. He's 31 over, then 100 over the Galaxy Eyes, and they can't do anything about it. Got a Foot Hunter Strike Balancer, Gauntlet Launcher, and Frozen Lady Justice for my rank 6s. And that's pretty much it. That's my Yosenju deck. That's how I like to run it. So give us a like, subscribe, come back for more. Thanks.